Good morning. Welcome back to the Morning Edition. Lori Rottmeyer joins us, and you've been on the show before, isn't that right?
No, I've
not yet. Okay,
it's my first time.
Well, Courtney Arnell and I were talking about all of the events that you have coming up, and we're really excited to be working with you, and that you've chosen Stillwater as a host site for a lot of the things that you have.
All of the things.
All of them
year.
now. Good.
Yes, all of them, and we've been very excited to work with you because it's been awesome.
Well, she's great, isn't she?
She's wonderful.
She's very organized, helps you get things coordinated. Because I think last year we held one of your events. Is that right?
No.
Several of them? Okay.
We did Bartlesville last year.
That's right.
And I only had the Mrs. Oklahoma last year. This year we're doing a Miss and a Teen, and so we're bringing everything here.
That is wonderful. Now tell us a little bit about, now you told me at commercial there's kind of the whole organization is called what?
Oklahoma International Pageants.
Okay.
And we did a Mrs. Oklahoma this year, or 2007, and it was so great that we decided, okay, we'll venture forth and we'll take the Miss and the Teen.
Wow.
And bring the international experience to them as well.
That's going to keep you busy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, are they all held at the same time of the year, or are they at least spread out a little bit for you?
They're spread out. We're doing a regional pageant on the 16th of February, where we will have, it's kind of for women who have never had a pageant experience, or somebody who wants to try and win their entry into the state for a lesser entry fee.
Oh, okay.
So it's not required, but it's available in case somebody wants that opportunity. That day, the Miss, the Teen, and the Misses will all compete at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But the state pageants will all be separate.
Gotcha. Well, I think it would be really good practice. I mean, wouldn't it be? Because it's got to be kind of scary to do that.
I think it depends on who you are. And
well, that's true. For me, it would be terrifying.
I mean, I love the stage. Give me a spotlight and a microphone. I'm a happy girl.
Wow, I'm impressed. I couldn't do it. So are there a lot of people that you see year after year, though? I'm sure that you kind of put these kind of friendships from the people you see annually.
Well, this is, like I said, only our second year with the Misses, but oddly enough, I have a contestant who competed last year for the Mrs. title who I knew of when we lived in Florida.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, and all of a sudden she contacted me about doing the pageant, and I was like, hey, did you ever live in Florida? How did you get to Oklahoma? So
oh, that's unusual.
It is unusual, and you do, and that's one of the things I want to offer my contestants is the lifelong friendships that you make.
Sure, that sounds right.
My very best friends I made doing pageants, and I didn't do my first pageant until I was 37. So.
No kidding.
True.
Wow. Okay, so now why do people at our age decide to start doing that? Is it, are there prizes? Is it just to be able to say that you've done it?
Well, we are a platform-based pageant, community service-minded, very much so. The ability to speak intelligently on your platform is extremely important. So we're getting the kind of contestants. I had the most amazing contestants last year. They were every one of them. I would have been proud to take any of them to nationals.
Really?
They
That's great.
They feel it in their heart. And to me, for a platform issue, you should feel it in your heart. And so I think women, they want to step out and say, yeah, I want to do this for me. I've been working with my family. Now it's time for me. Or they see something that has impacted them in their life. I know my children are hearing impaired, and that was my platform. So you get some issue that is in your life that you want to do something about. And honestly, putting a crown and a banner on, it opens doors for you.
Well, that's true. It does make you available to be able to go speak to groups, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
That's a great idea. Now, so I assume that a majority of that pageant is kind of question and answer and speaking at the platform. Are there any other categories that you compete in?
Yes. The Mrs. competes in aerobic wear and evening wear, as well as the interview, and those count for 25% of their score. So the interview is the bulk. It's 50% of their score.
Okay.
The Miss and the Teen, their interview is 40% of their score. Then they compete in aerobic wear, interview, and fun fashion wear.
Fun fashion wear.
Fun fashion
What
wear.
does that mean? I bet you that's kind of a wide gamut.
It kind of is. It's more of a party red carpet look, not jeans.
Necessarily a gown, but
no, not another evening gown, not jeans, but something flashy and fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Would be fun. I'm sure the missus would like to compete in that one too, because it'd be a lot of fun.
Now, do you have any input that you could provide to people if it's something they've kind of thought about doing?
Oh, I love to talk to people. That's my very favorite part of this whole thing, is seeing how the contestant arrives at my doorstep, my website, my phone, however they come, and seeing them through to the end. I have, like I said, I have just the most amazing people, and the passion that they have, and to watch their self-esteem grow and their knowledge of what they're even wanting to do with their platform. It all grows and morphs as they go through the system. It's really neat.
Well, I would imagine that there's other people like myself that would be very nervous. And so do you kind of see people go from very nervous
Oh,
and
yes.
not, because I bet you really see people mature into being very good public speakers.
Yes, and I think that the more you do something, the more you can do it, the better you are at it. I always recommend an inexpensive way to promote to work on your public speaking is Toastmasters.
Right.
And I know a lot of pageant girls do that. They have a portion called table topics, and it can be
That's part of
random.
Toastmasters?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it can be a random question, but what that does is it allows you to think on your feet, to answer your beginning, your middle, and your end in a complete little mini speech. Is perfect for how you would answer the judges in the interview.
You know what I find that happens a lot, because I like watching that part of pageants, is that you start answering the question and then you forget what the question
Right.
is. And I think a lot of that's just nerves.
Oh yes, I would imagine
so. It's got to be just the ability to think through
Think on
and
your
to stay
feet.
focused.
Knowing that little answer is a mini speech in itself.
That's right.
And it's got the same pieces as a big speech.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Lori, we're going to go to commercial. When we go to commercial, I'm going to get some tips and pointers from you. But when we come back, we'll talk more about the events going on and how you can help people who may be interested in participating themselves.
Okay.
Don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages.